to Enlightened World Network. Dr. Ruth Anderson here for a meditation a day. Today we have Keira Lani with us, also known as a Tree Gong healer. This meditation is Commune with Water Mother, a deep channel of wisdom and abundance. And Keira, I can't wait to hear where this meditation is going. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a gift and a pleasure to be here with the amazing Ruth Anderson. Yay. Oh, so I'm really tuning in as I was sharing with Ruth just before we came live here. I'm really tuning in this year to what does it look like to really be in the flow of life, to really surrender my imaginings of control and thereby receive the full blessings available, because sometimes we think we want things to show up in a certain way and we block the magic that life has to offer by putting our own box around the gifts that we're willing and ready to receive. And so this has been a profound and deep learning for me. And I have been receiving what I ask for in different ways and learning to recognize it. And so that I feel like is a big part of what's coming through in this communing with Water Mother. And at the same time, it's hugely about surrendering to receive the wisdom available through my channel and through your direct communion, your channel, what Water Mother has to say to you. And so, if you have a glass of water handy, you may choose to connect with the physical water in the glass. And there's something about recognizing, taking a moment as you, whether you have a glass of water handy, a bottle of water, or you just want to connect with the water within your body, the water in the air you breathe, underneath your feet in the earth. Let's take a moment to acknowledge the form of water. Water is such that the fluid of water will take the shape of what you put it in. Thereby, the solid form of water, if you cool it down to ice, can be shaped into magnificent forms. And water, when heated, evaporates into the air. So it's really easy to see how water can be contained by a glass and to recognize how you are a vessel of water. Your form is a form of water. And so just taking a moment to acknowledge the way that you, all of the ways that you interact with this element of water that is an integral part of all life as we know it. Whether you drink water that is straight out of the tap or in a bottle or filtered or ionized into an alchemized, hydrogen rich miracle, or made into coffee or tea or juice, or even the water that you eat when you eat fruits and vegetables, or even meats and eggs and milk. Everything has water. So just taking a moment to ground that in before we even go fully into this meditation. So if you have water handy, let's take a sip to continue this exploration of the way that you are in relationship with water. You take showers or baths. It falls from the sky. Feel it entering your body and hydrating your cells. And now settle into your meditative seat and connect with the breath. Feel that each inhale is breathing in molecular water vapor and noticing how on the exhale you are moisturizing the air even more. Feel the fluid nature of the breath. Similar to the waves of the ocean rolling up on the shore, feel that the breath is breathing itself into you. All you need to do is open and receive the breath. How much can you open? How much of you can you open to receive the breath? Notice where the breath is naturally flowing to in your body. And notice if there are any parts of you that are restricted, tense, obstructed in some way, in any way that you may notice, whether it's physical, emotional, or energetic tension, and see how much you can soften to receive even more breath, even more nourishment, even more life force energy into your body, mind, spirit. And as you come more alive, invite in a connection with Water Mother. With your next exhale, flow down from your kidneys and reproductive organs, the seat of the water element in your body. Feel that you can energetically connect your water through your root chakra, through your feet, through the essence of your blood, down into Mother Earth and deep under the surface of the earth to connect to Water Mother, the mother of us all. We all are born from water. We grow in water and flow from our mothers in a gush of water. We are mostly water in our physical form. And so feel that deep well of connection as you begin to breathe in communion with Water Mother. With each inhale, feel like you are an energetic straw, sucking the energy of water into your physical form, cycling it up through your back body, over the top of your head, down through your front body, and back into communion with that deep well under your feet. Feel how you're becoming connected with the waters of the world. The water under your feet is connected with all of the oceans, the streams, the lakes, the underground waterways, the energetic ley lines and grids. We are all uniting here from all parts of the world together in the element of water. Now, allowing Water Mother to take a form that you can speak to. Imagine her rising up before you as a watery shape. Notice how she presents herself to you. What does she look like? What is she showing you? How does she show herself to you? And what message does she have for you right now, for your life path, for your personal healing, for your unique creative potential, for your flow of abundance? What does Water Mother have to say to you? Continue to breathe in communion with her and receive the wisdom, the grace, the pure power of Water Mother. What doors are opening for you? What opportunity does life present? What is Water Mother calling you into? What is asking to be birthed through you? Choose one of these questions or ask whatever question is bubbling forth from your heart. Ask Water Mother for guidance in what is most alive for you at this time of your life journey. Water Mother is showing me an opportunity to open your heart, to perhaps even crack your heart wide open and step forth into a manifestation of your most authentic gift to this life, your most authentic gift to receive from this life. If you would like to step into this opportunity, allow it to be like a wave washing over you, washing clean the guarding that has kept you from stepping fully into your power. Washing through to purge the patterns of trauma and abuse that have kept you from feeling fully at ease and trusting your wisdom. Allow the Water Mother to soothe your wounds of heartbreak and judgment. Feel a settling, as if you can rest into a deep pool, a healing pool of peace and wisdom, as if you can go back into the womb of Water Mother to be nourished, to be reformed in perfection, to be reborn as the new authentic version of you who knows her truth, who recognizes what is not hers and lets that go, who sees clearly her path of prosperity, of abundance, and of fully embodying her creative gifts. Stepping forth as the version of you who is whole. Allow yourself to feel this full transmutation of all that does not serve, restructuring your cellular DNA and energetic bodies, alchemizing emotions, and allowing you to really fully feel this healing is complete. Take a few more breaths to integrate and receive any last messages, any last bits of healing that are needed. Allow your body to move and stretch and integrate these energies. You may feel it useful to take notes or journal of what came through for you. And please let us know in the comments as you're arriving fully back into this space. What did Water Mother have for you? And you may like to come back to this meditation and take each one of those questions, those inquiries that came through, and turn that into a journal prompt for yourself. There were some very deep, powerful inquiries. I may myself come back and listen to what came through with Water Mother so that I can integrate it more deeply through journaling and writing because I feel in the moment, and Ruth, you're so good at taking notes. So I'm curious at what came forth for you that felt especially impactful or useful to share.
Thanks, Kira. It's been so interesting because the last, gosh, I want to say 6 weeks or so, when Terry Angel and I are doing meditations, we're doing them twice a week. And Divine Mother keeps showing up with a water vessel, of a clay water vessel. And over and over and over, and the meditations just take on a little bit of a different turn. I mean, she's teaching us lesson after lesson after lesson, but in each one, there's this this vessel, this clay pot. And yesterday was exactly like that, but instead she gave us each our own clay pot, our own water vessel. And so she immediately took me right back to that. And so I was looking at that. But in your meditation, um, it just sort of went right along with that. But definitely, I was getting the embryonic fluid, and we were all created in embryonic fluid, and just following the DNA and creating the perfect blueprint for who we are. And it went from there to really seeing Water Mother as a space for healing. And just you and I were talking about bobbing in a river, and just bobbing in a river of that healing. And then basically what I was shown, and just my own personal version here, is that, I was handed the vessel, but what she showed me was that I am a vessel for holding space and supporting others. And that's where I am right now. And, it's interesting because sometimes you go, well, what about the things I'm doing? And it's like, and it's not really about you right now. This is really about you being a vessel for others. So it just furthered along in the messages that I've been getting. So thank you for that.
Mm. Oh, I love that, and it's reminding me of what came through in my shower this morning. And I don't know if you or anyone else who's watching this notices how much can come through in the shower when the water is flowing over our head. Um, and I was really being shown how this life, it's not just right now for you, but this life, when we choose to step fully, I don't know what my hair is doing, something weird. When we choose to really step into our soul purpose, that is what we're here for, is to hold space for healing. Um, and when we get caught up in the details of what we want our life to look like, we can cut off that flow. And when we really choose to step into the fullness of how can I be of service to this moment, whether that means holding space for another human's healing, or in the way that we do here in Enlightened World Network, a group of humans healing, or it means communing with the earth by digging in the dirt and planting plants, or taking a walk in the woods. All of these pieces that we feel like, oh, but I have to be productive. That's actually the programming. That's not actually the truth.
Right.
The truth is that we are equally productive by meditating as by making spreadsheets, maybe more so than spreadsheets. I don't know if that was the best metaphor. That was just what randomly popped up. But it's not that like your work is useful. I'm not saying that your work is not also useful, whatever that looks like for you. Um, but I've been in this for the last couple years, in this space of acknowledging that my writing of fiction is also useful, valuable work that I'm meant to be doing. And I'm still navigating, how do I actually claim that my creative work is equally important to the work that I do in my business, or my garden. Like it's easy for me to be like, oh well, I need to grow a garden because and really I do it because it brings me joy. I don't really need to for any other reason, but it feels really useful and valuable to grow food out of the ground or to grow flowers out of the ground even. And and so I feel like this dance of what is for me in the moment gets to be it gets to be my new reality. And so if anyone out there is curious to explore what this might look like for you, then I highly encourage connecting with me, following me on social media, where I may start showing up more. Lately, my flow hasn't been there, but I do feel like there's a lot coming through me, and so that's why I decided to open up space on this coming new moon on June 25th to invite souls into a deeper connection with Water Mother. And I love the way, Ruth, that you said you are a vessel, because that's really what this womb activation, womb channeling activation space that I've been inspired to create is connecting to how you are a human manifestation of Divine Mother. You are a vessel, um, and this is, you know, women womb bearers are it's obvious physically, but all humans have the womb space creative center where we can go within to be birthing a more authentic reality of our lives. And so it's been quite a journey these last couple years really of going into what does that look like to really honor my creative space and make that a priority, and not only the the things that I've been trained to think are my valuable skills, but what my soul, what my heart and soul are calling me to, which can change. And I think that's something that we also need to acknowledge is these things can change. So yeah, you sparked all these more things in my mind. So thank you, Ruth.
Well, thank you, Kira. I'm so glad to have you here with us today. And friends, if you want to get a hold of Kira, their information is in the description on how you can find out more about her and maybe do this next event with her. So thank you all for being here. Kira, thank you for this gift you gave us today. So friends, so much love. Take good care.